Let's do it.
Hello!
Yay! Hi, we're back for, I think, episode 23.
76.
I think that's.
I know. That's pretty
I
much.
think that's what we're at. It's 23 now.
Damn, Jesus.
Yeah.
Really?
Quick, right? Yeah. By the way, we're only doing one episode a week now.
I know.
Because
Cut it back. We
Yeah.
were doing too
Y'all
many.
busy, huh?
yeah,
I know. Had to cut that shit back.
Okay.
yeah, it's too much. We're just trying to get good for a while.
They're
you
not
know?
like women. They can't keep up.
Nah.
I'm just kidding.
I ain't got stamina.
You try to edit video edit and audio edit and all that stuff twice a week.
I know. He's
Tell me
like,
how you feel.
he's like, you know how to edit video? And I was like, nope, I'm an idiot.
Yep. So I taught myself.
I was like, I can be on the video.
Yeah.
That's about as far as I can get. I can cut it down.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I make a little bit of video. A little bit.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, introduce yourself.
Yeah. Who are you? I've never met you before.
You know. Well,
Yeah. Who are you?
God, who are you?
I'm Tasha.
Okay.
Mama T. You name it. I've
Voodoo
got
Queen?
it. Voodoo Queen.
The Voodoo Queen?
The Voodoo Queen.
Yeah, don't use that just Voodoo Queen shit. You gotta add the duh.
It's the day.
I know, yeah.
It's
you gotta
day
have
Voodoo
it.
Queen.
Yeah, Voodoo Queen.
Yes.
It's boring without it.
I know.
Like, I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. I think if you're
I-
a voodoo character, you need to like spice up your name a little bit. Like,
I try.
you know what I mean?
Everybody
Like,
just calls
the
me.
Voodoo Queen. I like that
Queen,
because then you're
yeah.
like Voodoo Queen.
I'm dead Voodoo Queen.
That's just boring. Voodoo Queen.
Mhm.
What kind? The Voodoo Queen.
The
Oh,
Voodoo
okay,
Queen,
now I
right.
get it. You know? I don't know. That's just I don't know.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
So how long you been doing it for? You've
Haunted
been
houses.
haunting for like 100 years or something.
Yeah,
right?
about 100 years. Since
You
2001.
look pretty good for 100.
Thank you. It's the overlay. It's the Noxzema.
Need to give me some of that shit.
Right. I always say it's some good stuff. Keeps that skin smooth. Since 2001, and now
wow.
we're in 23. So it's been
yeah,
going.
damn.
Yeah. Long time.
That's cool.
This will be what, my 23rd?
Yeah.
Yeah. 23rd.
Got 10 years
No.
on me.
24th year when next year when it comes. 24th year.
Hell yeah.
Because this year is my 13th year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I started when I was really young.
I started back in 2000 as well. Yeah. So next year will be my 24th. God
Yeah.
damn.
Good times.
That shit's crazy.
I guess I don't even think about it anymore. It's just part of life, you know,
Yeah.
and it's all our lives, even with having a kid.
Now, was that a full constant, like every single year, or did you take breaks too? Because, like, I know mine hasn't been constant. Mine, I've had breaks in between for different things. And
At first, I thought I was going to take a break. And then I went to school. I'll just tell everybody. I went to Job Corps. And I was like in 2005, something like that. And they found out I worked for haunted houses. So they built one at Job Corps for the kids to walk through. So I helped build that.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
So I guess I never stopped. Like it was a break because it wasn't high intense like I'm used to. But we did it all, you know. I guess I've never taken a break.
Hell yeah.
And then when I was pregnant, even when I was pregnant, I was doing it. And then I got
I've known
I was
quite a
doing
few. I've known quite a few people that do
Yeah?
that. And they're like, no, I don't care.
Right.
Squeeze it out in the middle. No.
And then he was born in August, and boom, I was right back in there in October. I was like, hey, I wasn't myself, but I was
Right.
like, let's go. So I did it, right?
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
You're like, these horrors are nothing compared to the kicking and screaming I have to
Right.
deal with on a daily basis.
Mhm.
Have like a flash pain.
Right.
Oh God.
Right.
Shit.
So forever, I've done it forever.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. How did you originally get started?
So I was volunteering. I wanted to volunteer somewhere. My sister, everybody, you know, they always try to do something for like college or do whatever. And I said, I want to volunteer somewhere. I'm working, but I'm not really doing anything. And I want to be able to say, hey, I volunteered somewhere. So I was looking through the independent. Nobody talks about the independent anymore in
Still
Colorado.
around.
I know.
Yeah, it's still
yeah.
there.
Every once in a while, I see one.
And they'll have ads in there about, you know, people needing jobs or volunteering at certain places. And the haunt showed up on there, and I went and I said, hey, do you guys, this is like late September. And I was like, hey, do you guys need anybody? You know, any more volunteers? And they're like, yeah, you want to start right now? And I was like, sure, because it was different. It wasn't like a process and auditions. They just like pulled you in like family the moment of.
Yeah.
And there was a woman that was there. Her name was Janine. And she walked me around the haunt and stuff like that, wanted to show everything. And I met all the people that were there that were building and stuff. And she's like, we got this room downstairs. She's going to hate that I told this story. We got this room downstairs, and it'd be kind of awkward to put anybody else in it. And it's like a voodoo room. And you want to see it, check it out. I don't want you to take it personal, but we just want to see you in there. So I was like, cool, shoot, okay, let's go for it. So I went down there and I was like, oh, this is pretty badass. They had black lights and all kinds of stuff and fog and all kinds of cool shit. And then she called. That was the day I found out I was the Voodoo Queen.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
So there's my story.
It just kind of been voodooing
Same
ever since.
Yeah, ever since. I
yeah.
tried to change to the Spider Queen, but it still came out voodoo-esque. So I guess I get stuck with Voodoo Queen.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I always think Voodoo Queen, I think like swamps of like Baton Rouge or something. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
Why don't we ever get a scene like that? Like, that's where I'm thinking.
like swampy. And,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like put it in a swamp. Like,
Uh-huh.
have
guys-
a fucking alligator like try to eat you or something.
No joke. I sat up there. I've been talking about this for years. I said, I just want a big, huge room where you walk in and it's like the old light shows they used to do, where you have the fog and the light and everything's like just going. You can't see nothing in there and the fog's going. And all of a sudden you see all these naked, people. Well, they got. I know
You got to put like a loincloth.
Yeah, yeah.
Loincloth.
But they're running
Pasties.
around,
Yeah.
and then Voodoo Queen's in there, and we're just like going crazy on people, just like have machetes and all kinds of shit going on, and then
I think that'd be fucking great.
and then
Sounds cool.
black light everywhere, just a light show, and just make it nuts and crazy, and just have vines and all kinds of shit.
highlight the muscle tone on their
Kinda like-
bodies with like
Yes.
the black light colors.
I imagine it like Tearing the Corn's like swamp room.
Yeah.
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 That'd be cool.
Actually, there's,
one of
hold
the
on.
coolest
There's a
swamp
room.
worms.
There's it's not a room. It's almost their whole fucking haunt out at Eagle Hollow. They have a black light, like swampy room, and it's literally the whole fucking haunt. And
Oh,
they've
geez.
got like aliens and shit in there.
Right,
It's
right.
cooler and shit. And I was like, man, if we did that with Voodoo and then changed it to that or changed just a little bit of something in this room.
Yes, and those light shows, like there's only so few people that know how to, really put those on.
We need to put a little shack on like fucking
You-
stilts and shit out in the middle of the water.
And put water in there. Everybody likes all
Yeah.
these water facades we have in all the, in the haunts. Make it cool. Make it awesome. And
Were you at Hellscream the year? I think it was Cheyenne York was in the graveyard when we had the little water scene in there, and she was like dunking herself in and swimming in the damn thing.
I remember that,
like,
yes.
fucking coming
Yes.
out, and then she left, and it was like 4 degrees, and I was like, "Oh my god,
I'd be
I'm so
cold.
sorry."
Yeah.
and she's like, "It's okay."
It
just keeps on walking. I'm like, "Nope,
Right. Man,
But yeah, we need shit like that again. Like,
just
have
pull
some
it
people
all out
climbing
there.
in
But
water.
it's
like,
like-
why not?
Is like a water feature like is that like I'm sure that's not good for the insurance. I'm sure the insurance company doesn't like that.
Yeah, whatever. It's just like a big toilet.
Yeah,
It's like a
big.
big-
I mean,
That's how you justify it.
Yeah, just say it's a
Insurance company.
bathtub.
we have people eating out of toilets. Why can't
Our
they swim in
toilet
it?
backed up everywhere, and
Yeah.
that's why we have a swamp now.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Sewer
how
swamp.
can you argue with that?
Yeah.
But you gotta make it fun, and it's just crazy and just insane. I want it to be insane. It can't be like people just walking around. It's got to be like, like I want it nuts. But I'm kind of an in your face haunter, so I like things in your face. I can't do this. Hey,
I
20
know
feet away.
that's 6-foot shit.
Yeah.
COVID year, that killed me.
Oh, yeah.
Especially as the chainsaw guy, they were like, make sure you stay 6 feet away. I'm like, fuck my mother. I'm like, no. The chainsaw's still right next to him, and I just looked away.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not looking at him. That counts, right?
Right.
They're like, no, that doesn't count. I'm like, I don't care. I'm doing it anyway.
Could have got a chainsaw blade that was 5 foot long.
I thought about that shit. It's like,
Like one of those
I didn't
really
hear that,
big
right.
ones, like the loggers
Yeah.
use.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Or the competitive chainsaw guys use.
it's like, stay away.
Yeah.
That's an ideal for a scene.
That was
It's a human chainsaw carving competition. So you got like dudes out there with like
Yes.
different chainsaws, like
Right.
I mean, we should. We could get fake bodies. We can make them.
And
Yeah.
it's fun working with chainsaws. Like when I was in a cave with the chainsaws, I just, hey, come on in. Come meet my friend. Yes, that was.
I like when
that's pretty
people
fun.
do tricks with them. When it's just like, let me come at your feet and go away. I'm kind of like,
No.
I like to see you do something. Like, because I do the fake throwing where I like throw it out and like raise my hand and it
Yeah.
looks like I threw it at you, and then I do like a little fucking dance around your body. I seen a guy out in Nebraska who did like a fucking blender where he took it and just started fucking spinning, and he's like, and just like his whole body was spinning. So I was like, oh God, that's terrifying.
Right.
But at the same time, like that was something different, and I was like, man, that's kind of cool. Like I'd probably run from that if I was scared of shit. Like,
Yes. That's true. That's true. Yeah. I wanted a baby chainsaw. I just wanted a little one like this big. Just,
Like a ripper.
yeah. Right.
there was a girl out there. She was a clown, and she had one of those little tiny Fisher Price ones, but she put a sound amplifier in it, and it sounded like a real one. So,
Oh my gosh.
So the real guy had run by with the real chainsaw, and then she'd come by with her little tiny one. It's like, but it's a little toy, and you're like, wait, that's not
What's going on?
the fuck is going on.
Right. Right.
That's awesome.
I don't know. It's weird shit, man. I like all the weird shit.
My brain's on intense.
Weird shit's the funnest.
Right?
Right.
I think every haunt should just start pushing envelopes.
Let's just start doing weird shit.
The kids ain't scared of normal shit no more.
We need to be in
Fair.
your face.
Yeah, I mean, you can watch
not just in your
beheadings
face.
from the Middle East online, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
tells you something.
I had more kids scream when I asked them where where my grandkids were when I was pretending to be an old guy during Hell Week. I was like, "Where's my grandkids?" And they'd fucking run more than when I was asking them to take their skin. And I'm like,
Because they're like, you're a creepy grandpa.
"Yeah." They're like, "No, you're not getting my grandkids." And I'm like, "Give me your grandkids." You know? So they need real shit. Like they ain't gonna get scared
See,
when
I was
you're
thinking
back
because
here.
we're doing the Christmas event. We need to have a character that's just like your like racist uncle, like your racist.
He just
conservative
says like the
uncle.
most obscure shit.
Get off my lawn.
Like, do you have any leftover aluminum foil from the turkey dinner? 'Cause
Then he's
the
got a
government's reading
spoon.
my mind.
Yeah, starts making a little hat.
Right. Oh my gosh.
God, that'd be terrible. Have the little old lady asking everybody, are you married yet?
Yeah. Fox News is the only news source, right?
Right. Oh, damn.
You guys listen to Hannity, right?
Right. And,
Who's got golf on the TV?
oh my gosh.
Did you bring the candy jams?
I'm trying to drink. I'm in front of equipment.
Is this turkey low sodium? You use Mrs. Dash on those?
Oh my
I've
god.
got my Depends. Look, I wore my stretchy pants.
Did you bring the occasion seasoning?
God, and then we could like have somebody just like hike their pants all the way up to their nippies
Oh,
and just come out. Have a dude in his fucking skivvies up in the bedroom like, what you doing looking at my undies?
Right. Right. What you doing?
They're Christmas underwear, though.
Yeah. A big old Santa face on his butt.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh man. So we'll be walking through that day. Well, I won't be acting that day, but definitely walking
I
through.
got to work both nights, so we got to bar crawl that night. So
Cool.
Well, kiddo's got a play to do for 2 days, so
yeah,
it's during that time. So I said we'll walk through.
There you go.
We'll check it out.
I might get a chance to walk through Complex.
Cool.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I don't have to work until later, so I might hit some up early.
Yeah.
And then just go to work right after.
I was going to do the Hellscream and then probably come through if you're a complex, because why not?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hellscream, I got to work the whole day. That's a big day.
Bar crawl.
Bar crawl! Those are fucking
Watch everyone all
hours.
get drunk and barely can walk to each bar. I know. I used to work down there. I know.
Ours is the last stop, so we always get the ones that are like
you
already
belligerent
falling
drunk.
over.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, can't have my drink at this 8:30 because we don't open our fucking club until 10, motherfucker. Well, it says 10 on the ticket.
It's 9 o'clock somewhere.
It's
It's 10 o'clock somewhere.
Some of them.
Right.
You're like, no, but you can order more drinks. Oh, okay. I'll order.
Okay.
Give me like 10.
Right.
Like, all right, whatever.
Oh man.
That's the party block down there.
It is.
Party, especially bar crawls. We used to get those come through Dos Santos, and oh my god,
There's so much.
People with sloppy
Such
drunk,
ignorance.
dude.
I like to dance. I know you do.
I was
Yeah.
dancing really good when I had the Ursula there. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. That's a strong drink.
Is it?
Yes.
I need to come by sometime.
Yeah.
It's a fun time, man.
Mhm. That's fun.
Come by, check out a show.
We
Stay
like
for
to
the
do
dance.
karaoke.
For sure.
Yeah. Catch a burlesque show and then do some dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
That's
yeah.
fun.
'Cause
Good
I need to
times.
quit. Once I quit No Life in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, we do
You
EDM
know.
shows once a month there too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
They're
That's
pretty
cool stuff.
decent.
That's
Got
cool.
DJ in 2 different spots. Pretty
You
nice.
guys should do like a kids karaoke, like in the morning.
We did a high school graduate or like a high school prom after party or some shit. My God, that was a fucking nightmare. Thank God I didn't work that night. I was off that night, but fucking Eric and PJ were messaging me and they were like, found 16 more shooters on one kid. And I'm like, holy fuck my life.
Right. Oh man. Oh my goodness.
That's rough.
Right.
So that was the first and only time that they were going to do that. They were like, nope, we're one and done.
Oh my goodness.
Send the kids somewhere else.
Yeah.
Plus, why would they allow a
It-
after
they-
prom thing to be
they
at an actual
no,
bar?
they bought out the section, so it wasn't like bar time at the same time. So it was like
Oh, it's
separated.
like a separate section.
So we had
I
it
see.
completely separated from where everything
see.
else was, but they were trying to bring in their shit
Yeah.
from outside, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll just bring it in." No, really? Come on now.
How'd you even get a hold of
You
this?
got like
You're
5
18.
security guards there. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
You ain't getting shit in.
Not only that, like you're 18.
Yeah.
Where'd you
like,
get 15
Yeah, where the
shooters
hell did you
from?
get 15 shooters? Like, fuck, I
Standing
can't,
outside the hey,
I can't get 15
hey,
shooters.
No, old guy.
Mhm.
Like, damn. Give me
I'll
15
put you in my TikTok if you get me 15 shooters.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'll give you 5 likes.
So,
You came in clutch there.
So, with doing haunted houses for so long, have you ever wanted to build a room, not Voodoo Queen specific, just a room for yourself to make a new character? And if what is it? If you have,
oh my
thought
gosh,
of
that's
it?
a hard. You
Yeah,
like me.
I'm
Them hard
bring 'em
questions. Right.
Because
Because
like I want a padded room that I can bounce off walls and the ceiling, so like bungee cords.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So something like that. You know.
Sometimes I always think of like different scenes. Like a long time ago, we did a scene when we used to think of things all the time, and we did Candyman. And a lot of people don't think of Candyman, but we had it where you walked in, the mouth was wide open, and Candyman's face, and all. Candyman, how you
Get outta
doing? How you doing? It was Candyman's face, and you had to walk into his mouth. So I always like haunted houses that are based off of like movie scenes, but you got to go deep. So like when you went in, it's like bees buzzing around, and then we had the shock skins on the wall and do stuff like that. So I really love like a I would really like to do a room or even a haunt where it's based off of like a movie. So like if it's Chucky, if it's this, if it's that, that's the room you go into. But it's got to be crazy because I'm
completely
crazy.
submerged. Yeah.
Yes. And you have to really get into it. So like when you see, Michael Myers, that room, I mean, it feels like you're in the closet. Like you're in the closet and Michael Myers is like right there. So you have to, but I like stuff like that. I like stuff to bring me back to those
An
old
American
things.
Psycho room. That's
Mhm.
what
There was a
Shower scene
Then
and
Schoolhouse
and
was-
everything. Yeah.
when they were run by the Boy Scouts, they did a lot of that where they themed it, and their entire basement, like their boiler room and everything, was Freddy based.
Yeah.
And when you walk down the stairs, you started to notice that it like smelled like a boiler room and shit, and you're like, huh. And then all of a sudden you seen like one Freddy walk by, and then literally another one walk by further down, so they like crisscross. They had 3 people dressed as Freddy so they could do that. And
That's
just
where it's
fuck with you. And
That's what
it
I'm
was
saying.
like,
Yeah.
it was literally like watching the fucking movie. And I was like, man, this is cool as shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like and then they had a Chucky upstairs that was like, you walk through a hall and it had like a glass window for like, from the flower scene, like in the garden where he was up on top of the fucking like greenhouse, like looking down. They had that scene. So like you looked up and it like crashed in the lightning, and then you looked up and he was there. And I was like, ha, that's neat. You know?
Yes,
So yeah,
yes.
like that. Yeah. If you're going to do it, submerge yourself.
Submerge yourself. It's got to be like real deep. Like it's, whether it's Psycho or it's, just any of them. Like it's really that's how it is. Like when people walk in, they know
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I was thinking American Psycho with Patrick Bateman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite horror movies. I love that movie.
See?
'Cause- but in that movie, you're like, did he really kill all those women? Was that just in his head?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Huh.
So, those kind
Michael
of things.
Myers when you just walk in and it's nothing but clotheslines and fucking white hanging sheets.
Mhm.
You're like, fuck me.
Right.
A white sheet maze.
Ooh.
It's just really bright.
I've
White
been
sheets.
through one, not like a whole maze, but like a partial.
Yeah.
Those are
We had
pretty
a
creepy.
white sheet one at Hellscream
Yeah.
in the basement. It was all sheets in there,
Cool.
and then
My grandpa used to do that in his basement. He'd make like a little maze with sheets and shit, and me and all my cousins would like go through.
oh my goodness,
He wasn't
right.
scared or nothing. It was just a maze. I don't know. He was fucking weird.
Right. And then I also wish like we could do stuff like how they did back in the day. Now you have all these rules, but like if it's dark, it's completely
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
There's none of the, well, we have to make sure that there's a little light because everybody's
People get
sensitive.
bumps and
Yeah.
bruises.
Yeah.
You don't want to get bump and bruise.
Well, I think also some of that has to do with like insurance
Yeah.
as well. Because
But I remember like being 8 years old, walking through a haunt and getting grabbed by my fucking arm and like thrown
Right,
into
right,
a
right.
wall, and I'm
Mhm.
like, Jesus
And
Christ,
I'm not saying
this is
there's
amazing.
there's no lights, but we had it where it's like it was dark,
Yeah.
Right.
and then it was light, and then it was
Right.
dark. But you just kept going straight. If you keep going straight, you're gonna make it.
2 years ago, when me and Sean were setting up for blackout at Hellscream,
Mhm.
we literally turned everything off, and there was no fucking light. And we were walking through, and we're like, "Man, this is kind of dangerous."
Yep.
And Rob was like, "You guys are dark anyway," and then you turned all your fucking lights off. He's like, "Jesus Christ!" He's like, "There's nothing left to see." He's like, "You're
But
gonna
you
have
gotta
somebody
make
die."
sure, yeah, you gotta make sure the path is clear.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure, like when we did have dark rooms, like when I was talking about like the Candyman, like you had stuff hanging, but there's nothing
Right.
on the ground. Like you have to make sure your path is clear. There's no steps you're gonna step down on. You know how many times we walk through these and the lights are on, and I'm still,
Yeah.
whoa, I'm following.
There's a table there.
Right.
Also,
How
if,
did that
if,
table
if
get
you're
there?
in a room, let's just use an example that we had. I won't say where or what
Mm-hmm.
happened exactly, but we were in one of those colostomy bag fucking things.
Mm-hmm.
I hate those sons of bitch. I know I said it wrong. I don't care. They're shit
Colostomy
bags.
bag.
Mother
And
love.
That's why I call them colostomy bags. So we're going through, and the actress, before we went in, told Dolores, was like, "Hey, watch your step." So Dolores starts walking through this damn thing, and she's like looking downward to try and find the steps, and wound up falling in the fucking colostomy bag. So she's like on the ground. So I had to like stop. And like the lady's like still yelling at us to keep walking, and I'm like, somebody just fell because you told her to watch her step.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're watching for steps. So I don't know, just keep that in mind too.
Mhm.
You know, if it's dark,
Yeah.
don't tell people to look down.
I know.
Like, fuck me.
Right.
Because all of a sudden, like I was watching the back of her head, and all of a sudden it starts getting lower and lower, and I
It's
thought
down
we
there.
were going down for a second, and I was like, we're not descending.
Right.
And like I'm still the same fucking height. Like,
Right.
where are we going? And then she was like, "I'm falling,"
I'm
and I was like, "Oh my god,
I'm
babe."
going down. I'm going down.
Come here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I don't know. Maybe we just do a whole haunt full of strobe lights. It's like a 30-minute strobe light effect.
You
all
would love that.
All different
You would love-
speeds,
Colors.
Yeah, different colors, different speeds.
That's why I was talking about the light show room.
It's like
God, could you imagine that fucking review? I couldn't see anything, and I fucking hated my entire experience.
No, there was just too many.
I felt like I was on a bad acid trip.
All right.
The music didn't match the beat to the strobes, so it made it even worse.
A lot.
Yeah, strobe lights and country music.
Yes.
Right. When we had the light show, it was hilarious because when you were walking in and it turned the corner because you couldn't tell where you were going, and at the end, all of a sudden there was this guy. His name was Will, and Will was tall. I'm talking about. He was the alien, and he would put on the buckets under his feet, so it made him taller. So you can imagine he's taller than you already.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
buckets. So he was over 7 foot, almost 8 foot tall. And he's walking through. And I mean, I'm not walking through, he's in there at the end. And you hear people walking through. And that's how I always knew somebody was coming. Because all of a sudden at the end of it, you hear, "Oh, fuck." And you're like, because he would squat down. And he's
Stand
short.
up.
Yeah, he was short torsoed. So he would just squat. And then they're like, oh, that ain't that bad. I see the alien. I see you. And then he would just stand up and they're like, oh, shit. And then I was like, oh, it's time to roll. It's time to roll. I could sit in my room like this.
They're like, what in the X-Files is
Right?
this?
And here he comes coming. I was like, oh, I can get up now.
What in the David
I love doing
Duchovny?
that. God. I used to do the same shit in the chainsaw hallway, crouch down real low.
Yeah.
And they're like, why is he only 3 feet? And then fucking stand up and like, shit.
Right.
All right. Hear me out. You put somebody on those trampoline shoes
Yes.
so you can jump.
Oh my goodness. Right.
So, boom, boom, boom,
It's everywhere.
You gotta get some that aren't an actual workout though. Jesus Christ, some of those things, man.
No, you
I
gotta
put
get
them on and
shape.
it's like
Mhm.
you like
Get
bouncing
swole,
on
man.
concrete. I'm like, how the hell?
You run back and forth.
Oh, I
Oh,
will.
you
Yeah,
would be
I got
perfect
this.
for the role. We'll give it to you.
Boing,
There you
boing,
go.
Boing. Some
We
moon
need to get
shoes.
you some of them like 1930s roller skates where it's just like a giant tire on the inside of your leg.
Some roller skates.
Yeah,
I'd be a roller disco.
I want to get
character.
those the skates
sounds
that
dangerous.
the flying monkeys had in Oz.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You remember what I'm talking about?
mhm.
Get some of those shits
Yes.
and fucking go around the haunt.
Oh, right.
God damn, that'd be scary as fuck.
Oh my goodness.
Those guys were scary enough on their
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
Imagine making them
The
horror
set-
based.
The set of that movie was scary.
Yeah, the whole movie was fucked up, and I loved
See,
every
there
minute.
you go. Another scene. There you
Uh-huh.
go.
I'm just saying, like, there's like several accidents,
Yeah.
if you don't know, that happened on the set of
Oh.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And then they covered like all kind of asbestos and all kinds of fuck
The
shit.
original Tin Man got like real sick because of the lead paint that they used for his
Yep.
skin.
Oh my goodness.
Because they
Yeah.
were using lead based paint for the silver,
Mhm.
and then he got sick and like. I think did he die because of it,
Think
or
so,
was it something
yeah.
else? But he died like shortly after, and then they brought another guy in like after he got sick, and then used a different type of
Yeah.
paint. Obviously,
And then I know like there was a pyro accident
The
when they were
Wicked
filming.
Witch.
Yeah, she
When
was
she
like
was coming
really,
up-
really injured.
yeah,
Wow.
when she was coming up out of the yellow brick road, the fucking
Mhm.
fire like shot her in the face, and she was out for like 6 weeks or some shit.
Fire. Pepsi.
And I know
fire.
Dorothy, they covered Dorothy in asbestos.
Mhm.
Right.
They did all kinds of crazy shit.
Munchkins
Yes.
were weird.
Yeah.
We won't talk about what they
Oompa
did.
Loompas.
Yeah.
We won't talk about what the Munchkins did in their hotel rooms.
Little naughty munchkins.
Fucking Munchkins.
Naughty monk. They were munching. on something.
Like munching something.
Right.
They probably shouldn't have been munching. Anywho,
Yeah.
Moving on.
so any big plans for this upcoming season? Or just
More
kinda-
work. Sometimes I do a lot of the events
Yeah.
and planning events. You know that. And what do you call it? If once they come my way, I'm like, whoa, okay, and then have to get everybody and stuff like that. So, well, hopefully there's some events coming up pretty soon,
Heck yeah.
and we can get everybody started and getting ready back into season and things like that. I
We're
know.
only 11 months away.
Hey,
Woo!
Oh,
shit, the day that building shuts down is the day it starts up again.
yes,
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. And, you know, I changed up Voodoo Queen a little bit and added some things. So, changed my hair and did everything.
I did
so
like
we'll
that
see.
change. That was
Mhm.
a very nice change.
I'm hoping to eventually bring back some Spocks.
Ooh.
Maybe,
Cool.
maybe. And, you know, run those swords again. Because that was fun when I
Yeah.
had the swords and
The
people.
spark swords.
And it was funny because you're in line and people are looking at you and they're like, "Oh, that's just flint." And I'm like, "What? These are two metal things. What are you talking about?" And I've got cords coming out of my body, like, and then I got a big old booty because it's a big ass,
That
battery
pack
yeah.
is like fucking huge.
Mhm. So I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But I was like, oh, "Okay, you want to play around?" And so back then we had it where the security actually followed the people who were out front. So they always had somebody extra, okay, we're watching over, like when Rose was Rose, we'll have somebody, because she had one eye. So she needed somebody that was on her
Yeah.
bad side, right? So they followed us. They weren't like close, but they were there just in case somebody tried to touch us, bother us. And if somebody touched us, they were like, don't touch the actors, blah, blah, blah. They were there.
Yeah.
And, but they would follow us around. And one time I just stood there and I was like, oh, really? So one, I can just unclip like boop. And the other guy, it was harder. So he would walk up and he would just unclip me real quick. And it was weird how they didn't see me do this. I'm going in my sleeve, unhooking, cords. And I said, you try. And I passed it to the customers. And they were very polite about it because I thought they would like try to stab somebody. But no, usually when you get them involved, they're very good people. So I said, try it. And they're like, it's not happening. I see, you don't know how to do it. And I'm like, let me hold it. And I'm like, click, click. And then it's just like, pew. And then they're just like, what? I said, that's that voodoo magic. So, but.
So I see what we should have done is, those little shockers you can put in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Shake their hand, shock the shit out of them.
Right? You want to know?
Shock buzzers.
You're right.
You know what? That's a good idea.
I haven't done that in a long
Smart
time.
ass customers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shake my hand.
Shake my hand. Okay.
Gotcha.
I stole your soul. Yes. And then you have people like, you can't take my soul. It's already gone. I'm like, Especially you little gingers. You don't have just one soul. You have multiple souls. And that's what I want to take. That's what I want to take.
Take the whole bag.
Take it.
Take the whole bag.
Yes.
It's like the whole bag of Skittles.
Like, actually sold my soul to Satan. Joke's on you.
And I'm like,
Sold
well,
on eBay.
I'm friends
$5.
with Satan, so obviously he does not own your soul, honey. And they're like, oh.
We went drinking last week.
Right.
I sold it to a devil. Not the devil, a devil.
A devil.
Yeah, that
What do you mean, A devil?
Baldur's Gate's getting to me now. There's like so many different devils and stuff in that game. It's great.
Like Supernatural. So many demons.
Right?
Yeah. But
Everybody's got its big.
people say the craziest things when you're when they're walking through, because you're like, why did you say all that? Like when I sit up there and I'm like, I can smell your soul. So what does that mean? But the first thing they come out with, oh, that's my Versace. And you're just sitting up there like, I wasn't talking about your body odor. And they're
It's funny.
But I'm like, why does it always have to do with their smell? They're this, like,
I think they're fancy.
And see,
Yeah.
I'll tell people that they smell of 1,000 rotting corpses on a Sunday morning left out in the sun. And they're like, what? You smell like your fresh corpse on a Sunday morning.
right.
This year I started telling them I wanted to take their skin and wear it as pajamas. And they were like, no thanks. And I'm like,
Come on, we can be cuddle buddies forever.
like, no.
Let's
Come
not.
on.
Wall of Fame.
Let's go, Wizzo.
Come on, cuddle buddies.
That's not how that works.
You can
Yeah.
put them
Sure
on
it
the Wall of
is.
Fame. Wall of Fame.
Right? God.
Good times.
Some of this shit.
That's one of my lines. Wall of Fame. In the skin donor room. I'm like, I want to put you on the Wall of Fame. And they're like, what does that mean? Wall of Fame.
Oh,
And then there's that one that's like the breasts are showing on the wall. And they're always like, oh, she's got a nipple. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be your nipple soon. Not really, but.
It's like, I didn't say that.
I always
I didn't say that.
I know we always tell everybody, like, don't say things like that we can't actually do. Like, I'm going to cut your eyeball out. And then but you can say, like, I want to take your eyeball out. And then when people are like, fine, do it. And you're like, shit, what the fuck do I do? So I started taking the machete blade and I'd stick my fingers like right on the fucking edge of that damn thing. So nothing was touching them. And it'd just be my finger. And I'd go right up to their face and like pop their, like right on the side of their eye. And they're like, huh. And all it was my glove, but they thought that it was a knife.
The
And I
knife,
had
right.
it so
Funny.
close. And I'm like, we'll just keep doing that instead.
Right.
Because, like, I'm not going to pop somebody's eye out.
Because they're ready for it.
Yeah.
They like come in and they're just like, I mean, that's really crazy that you have like a 4 or 5-year-old just walking into the haunt.
Oh,
talking
my
about,
God.
This ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
And then the parents are shitting their pants.
Uh-huh.
And the kid's like, doo-doo-doo. And I'm like, what kind of trauma have you been through already? Like,
Right.
damn, kid.
No, that kid's going to be us one day.
I know.
Right.
Yeah, those are the
I
kids. 'Cause
remember
I was
look-
that kid.
Yeah.
Because the little girl walking through and she's like, I get a penny every time my mom screams. I was like, It's on. Like, I was like telling everybody, get this girl some pennies. And they were like running through and she's screaming the whole way. And the little girl, she's like,
I get pennies.
I'm good. I got some pennies. I know she got paid that day.
Oh, she probably got like a whole ass dollar. A whole ass dollar. She was probably happier than shit.
Like, yes, I could buy one gum strip.
I'm going to the dollar store. Shit, you can't even go to the dollar store on a dollar.
I know.
No.
It's not even $1.
That's
anymore.
stupid. It's $1.38.
Some stuff's more than that there too.
What? Yeah, now they got
Yeah.
the $3 and the
$5
$5 items.
section.
Ooh, baby.
Right.
Big spenders now.
I know.
I spent
I don't know,
$20
how
and I
can
got
you-
2 cheeseburgers.
I do feel special when I get the $5 thing of toilet paper at the dollar store, though,
Yeah.
instead of the dollar rolls, and I'm like, I'll take that $5 roll.
Roll, right?
I'm feeling rich today. You know? Like, is it just me? I don't know.
All the time. I don't care.
I feel so
Every time I
stupid.
get paid, I'm looking at my paycheck like, dang.
I know. I get so excited because I'm like, at least I get the $5 toilet paper.
Right.
2 ply. No single ply this month.
Oh, man. Shoot. I love my discounts from JCPenney. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Just joking.
I don't shop if there's not a discount.
Right.
I'm sorry, I don't. New video games, fuck it. I'll wait 3 years
Right.
till it comes out on like Black Friday 3 years later and everybody's done playing it. And I'm like, all right, time to go.
I'm all right.
That's a great thing about Steam. The Steam sales, baby.
Yep.
Cyber Monday. You know, I was so excited.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than Amazon Day. No, I'm just joking.
That was yesterday. Did you buy anything extravagant?
So yesterday, there.
Mama, you bought the website.
I bought the website. No, actually, I got a stand because I don't do plants. I have a black thumb. I mean, Voodoo Queen kills plants. You know, I just, you know,
Dead.
and it's just right. So everything dies. But lately, I've been doing pretty good. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm on the right side of where I live or I'm putting it better or whatever. I said, maybe I'll go buy a shelf. So they had $20 shelves going on, and
Oh,
usually
shit.
those things are like $80
Yeah.
for some stuff. So I said, let me go ahead and get it. But I got extra plants because, you know,
We
We
gotta
had-
fill the shelf now.
yeah. And we got extra plants from, you know, stuff happening. So we were
Yeah.
like, let's go ahead and build on the shelf. And so all those plants are going on that
Hell yeah.
on that shelf.
What are you growing? Like rosemary, basil?
No, just regular. No.
I mean,
You're not that mint.
This is Colorado.
You growing weed?
Growing me.
You're growing some special plants.
I'm cooking that purple stuff.
Purple stuff.
That purple stuff.
You got to make all the herbs to make the.
Right.
black
Right. Voodoo Queen, yes, Voodoo Queen is trying to add to her things, and
You're not growing that death plant, are you? You're trying to poison us all? You been to the Death Garden? That's a cool ass place. You ever for real been to the Death Garden?
No.
Like,
did you hear the look? Did you see the look?
there's an entire fucking garden of plants that can kill you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
yeah, I'm sure.
Why you want to go there?
Because the earth wants us dead.
I mean, I'm cool with plants trying to kill us, but why would you make an entire garden based on that and then be like, here, go through it?
Because
Hopefully you make it through. They have like 6 hospital visits a year.
Oh my god.
Like, no, I don't want to
Because
go.
people touch stuff.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
would.
everywhere.
Not gonna lie, I probably would too.
You can't walk in the store without going, ooh.
Because if the
yeah.
sign on the fucking plant says makes your balls tingle for 6 minutes, I'm gonna touch it. I'm sorry, I want to see if it's true. I'm that guy. You know, if the other one says like your left pinky's gonna fall off, then
That
probably
guy
not
that's
gonna
No,
touch that
right,
one.
right.
Like
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
a
be like,
pit
hey, you
viper.
should touch that and see.
you're like, that's a pit viper. Don't let it bite you. And you're like, oh, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, like he looks friendly. He looks like he's cool right now. We're good. We talked.
Does a jellyfish
shit.
really hurt?
I don't know why people, they just
I'm
like,
very. I don't. I have to. I want to believe it. So
Did Steve
I have
Irwin
to
really
feel
die
it. I have
from
to
a
see
walk
it.
through
I
the
have to
haunt,
touch
they're
it. I
like-
have to taste it.
is that what? Like when, I remember one time somebody, like literally they do this and they're like, I want to, like they're just looking at you and they want to see if you're real. And they literally like
Yeah,
your face,
and
and
grab your whole ass face, and you're like, get the fuck off me.
Like, why are you touching me?
Or you grab
Don't touch nothing.
You ever grab somebody back on accident where they grab your face and you're like, you fucking mug them right back. And you're like, the fuck out of my face.
I was like, that's why you don't touch nothing. I'm like,
there was a lady, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, she fucking hit me. She came through, she was the last customer, she was drunker and shit.
Mm-hmm.
She came through and just fucking punched me in the face. Like, well, first she punched the bottom of the chainsaw.
Ow.
And then she was like, you hit me. And fucking punches me in the mouth. And I'm like, this bitch. And I, like, without even thinking, like, grabbed her by the throat and threw her against the wall. And I'm like, oh, shit. You're a customer. Like, God damn it, I can't hit you.
right. Oh my gosh.
I've had a couple of them moments. I know other haunters too, where
Yeah,
it's
it
just like
happens.
somebody touches them and instant reaction, like fucking throw them.
Get off me.
You're like, damn it.
Stop touching me.
Joke's on them. I'm
Right.
like, ooh, touch me more.
So
I make it weird.
Yeah.
Touch me more.
I like it.
So I always bring up
Yeah.
Janine.
You gotta give
Yes.
that long.
I always bring up my friend Janine. She was a makeup artist and did all kinds of stuff and did movies for Colorado and stuff like that. And I remember she was a female, but you wouldn't know in her costume, but she played Leatherface. And we're speaking on grabbing people, okay? So that's why I'm bringing this up. And I remember one time this dude thought she was a dude, so he was like pushed her while she's holding a chainsaw, because she's like a badass wielding chainsaw woman, like right. And what do you call it? This person pushing, she's like, what? And she pushed him back, had him up against the wall with her hand, and she's like, look. And he's like, oh shit. And she picked his ass up and threw him outside. I was like, that's what's up.
Last year when we had the secret code word for people that were making you mad or saying dumb shit to you, and me and Kim
Rotten
were out
meat or
there,
something?
and she said something, and she said her code word, and man, I got scared for the customer because Kim fucking shot up, and she goes, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody, and I said, oh my God, like I sat back, I had to watch to make sure Kim didn't fuck this dude up.
Yeah.
I didn't even worry about my scare at that point because I literally was scared for the dude because
I was
I've never
scared too. I was
seen
like,
Kim.
ooh.
I've never seen her move so damn fast.
Right.
She was like, "Fuck this!" I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, what is it, like rotten meat or something?
Yeah,
like
rotten meat or
something like that.
And man, she shot up. She was like, "I'm gonna fuck kill somebody." I was like, "Oh
Right.
God!"
But that's got to be like really, yeah. It has to be really bad.
Yeah.
Like really bad. Somebody has to say something totally off character for me
And
to use
it
that.
was only like 2 times the whole season, which was good. I was
Mhm.
I was glad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It shouldn't have been 2, but I'll take 2 over 30.
Yeah.
Right.
People say stuff all the time. Like I get a lot of names because I've learned that when people come in the haunt, they're trying to get out of your world.
Yep.
This is our world, right? So they want to get out of the world. So they're like, what's the best way to get you out of the world? To go, can I get your phone number? You're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Can I get your
Yeah,
phone
see, I
number?
play on that shit.
Right.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
When guys blow me kisses, that's my
Oh
thing.
my God! I go straight for him.
Oh, you want a kiss? Come here.
All the time.
Fucking
Well,
just
and then this year,
beeline
it's like
straight
I was
for
making
'em.
people kiss my second mouth.
Right.
They're like, and they're like, I was like, I bet you won't kiss me.
fucking spin around. Ah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fun.
It
Right.
was pretty funny. I made one girl really jealous of.
Yeah.
She was real jealous. Her boyfriend was in trouble.
Oh man.
Are you hit on a hot actor guy?
Oh my god.
He's got 2 faces. Is my one face not enough?
I bet she went and put another face. Shaved her fucking head, tattooed her face.
I know, like
You're gonna fuck my second face now?
right.
Hold on, let me get neck wrinkles.
I don't think you have enough blood.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna tell me you're gonna skin me and put me on the wall?
It just
When they
gets,
say you lose weight from laughing a lot.
every
Lose some
season
calories.
just gets stupider and stupider.
All right.
Too. Like the stories just get worse and worse and worse, and you're like,
year
really?
by year. Yes.
Great times.
I can't wait. Travel some more and see more. around the world.
I think it'd be kind of cool.
Some of the stuff, just going to one state was cool. And this year I think we're planning on like 4 or 5. So it's I just like seeing the different scenes and the different crowds and the different way people haunt, and because the way we haunt here is more theater.
Yeah.
It's more of a show where you go through a 30-minute movie and you're like, fuck, okay, that was all cohesive.
Right.
And out there it was like we went to Madness and it literally was madness. Like you walked in and you were like, well, shit, I'm probably going to die. Like I could probably die at any moment,
Yes.
And I don't know. It was cool. It was fun.
Oh, yeah.
You get to learn new things. From
I just feel like
different
I'm getting
people, new
old.
styles. And...
I'm getting older. And I was like, what do I want to do after this? Because haunt, it's just not, it's in my blood.
Yeah.
So what could I do? And I sat there and said, well, I think I might just do reviews. Like, because when I walk through, I see different things than most. I have a good time. I don't come in and talk mess. I don't sit up there and be like, this sucks, this. Like, you hear the reviews and you're like, you came in and acted a fool. Like, you did. If I pay some money, I'm coming in and I'm making it a good time. I don't care about you.
Yeah.
If I go see a movie, if you go see a movie and it's a dinner experience, like you have that dinner experience here, and I go see that, I'm going to be like laid out. I got some ribs, I'm chilling and I'm having a good time. I don't care if the movie sucked.
Yeah.
I'm coming in and having a good time, checking things out. Like when I used to walk through haunted houses, like when, the managers would sit up there and it'd be like a Wednesday and we're not working. Yeah. And we decided to go through haunts that were open. And we're walking through. I didn't go, oh my gosh, it sucked when I went in there. I walked through and I was like, that dude, he jumped out. I didn't get scared, but he made my heart, you gave me a little,
like
a little like, I like that, or that was entertaining.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for you suck. I'm going to give you a 0 rating. I want it. Yeah.
You can review and not beat somebody down. You can give constructive criticism and be like, hey, so I really like this, but maybe not do this.
Yeah.
Or write it a different way, or just don't write about that part that you didn't like.
Because now
you know what I mean? Because now you're just trying to fight yourself on how to word something without being a dick.
Right.
Because then if you're, constantly writing shitty stuff, ain't nobody going to want to have you come out.
Fair.
Right.
They're going to see you and be like, no, send that bitch away.
Do you hear that?
We're closed immediately.
You remember the one review we thought the guy was being sarcastic, but he wasn't. He said that he literally did not like the haunt because it was too scary.
Yeah. That's a great review.
Yeah, that's 5 stars.
When I had,
but he gave us a 1 star.
Yeah,
I had 5 stars.
But to us, that's a great review. I don't care. Negative, not every. So that's another thing. Not every review has to be a 5-star.
Right.
Some of your 1-star reviews might be some of your best ones. You can take that. This haunted house was too scary. The only thing I didn't like was it was too scary. Put that on a fucking advertisement.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's an advertisement rating.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't care about that 1 star now because I can use it in a promo.
Right.
I can promote that.
I got
We're too fucking scary.
I give you 0 rating or 1 star, and then you have that on there, 1 star.
But we can put 5 stars up there all day long because everybody and their mother wants to write a 5-star review. Mm-hmm. How many people are actually writing the truth? This was scary as horse shit.
Right.
I give you a 1 because it scared me to the point where I pissed my pants. Great. Mm-hmm. I want that as my headline.
Yes.
Hilarious.
My actor got so close and scary that I shit my pants. Cool. Put that on a thing.
Right.
That ain't negative. That's a positive. My actors are scary as shit. Like, I want every review to say that.
Yes. Exactly.
I don't know. Cool. We need them.
Yeah.
Give more reviews. Write more reviews.
Right.
I look at haunt reviews. I like to read them.
I
do. I look at haunted houses in different areas. I'll look up Google and be like haunted houses in such and such area, and then I'll go through and read all the reviews and see what they say, see if they have pictures and shit, see what's going on in different haunts.
There you go.
I'm weird. I don't know.
That's cool.
I like haunts.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
But I just don't know why people make it a point. Like, I gotta tell them how much it didn't scare me. Well,
Yeah, who cares?
who cares?
Well,
What was the point?
what's scary to him and to you, it might not be scary to me. What's scary to me, it might not be,
Right.
Some people, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people.
That's what I'm saying. I'm one of those people. It takes a lot to scare me. But if you entertain me, If you make me feel
Yeah,
good,
at least
if
put
you
on
do
your
something-
show.
Mhm.
Right.
Do your act, do your thing.
Yeah.
Be your character.
Like I walk in and I see like Dustin, like when he's doing his bit. I don't know if you guys ever had him on the show yet, but like he sits up there and he's talking and he sounds like a freaking preacher.
Yeah.
And he's just like talking. He's like, blah, 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 and you're just like,
you get invested in the character.
Yes.
When your characters are doing the things and they're doing your stuff and they're staying in character, it's fun when they own that character.
yes.
When you just come in, you get your costume and you go to the spot, it's kind of like, did you really,
Right.
do you really like it? You know,
Yeah.
like, do you really like this character? Not so much. I'd rather be this. Well, then do that. Build that shit.
Right,
Like, be
right.
that damn character. Fuck, you're gonna make a better haunt. When everybody in the haunt is making their character and it's part of them and it's what they want, that whole haunt is gonna thrive.
Right. Right.
You know, when you've got 30 actors, 10 of them are, you know, their character, and 20 are just kind of like,
Whatever. Yeah.
oh yeah, fill that space real quick.
Mm-mm.
Right.
That's why you couldn't have me as costume.
Yeah.
Because I will sit up there and I'm like, what room are you in? Okay.
Dolores,
Yeah.
Dolores did that shit
Yeah.
last year. Oh cool. You need a costume made. I
Right.
think she made like almost 9 costumes last year. Hand sewed. She made
she-
yours. She made.
Yeah. Mine's falling apart now.
Yeah, but I mean, it lasted 2 years.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna reamp though, and maybe do like a, I don't know. I was thinking like maybe like a hobo and like a well dressed businessman on one side. So one side's a hobo and one
There you
side's
go.
a well dressed.
Right.
That'd be
Maybe
cool as
one
shit.
side's a drug addict.
Do one side old school like plain clothes, like dressy,
Yeah,
but
that's
then
what
the
I'm
other
saying.
side more steampunky.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like the future with the past.
Yeah. Something I'm gonna figure
Yeah.
out something
Yeah.
cool like that. But I was thinking like, you know, like because we're supposed to be Victorian themed, so I was like Victorian London, right? Like when Jack the Ripper was around.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so maybe like one side of me could be like a homeless man, like roaming the Spitalfields. Another side's like a well dressed like doctor.
Yeah.
Right.
Um
That'd
anyway,
be a good one.
Spitalfield is like that's where like all the homeless people would hang out. That's what where Jack the Ripper, I don't know how much you guys know about Jack the Ripper, but Jack the Ripper killed all its victims in Whitechapel.
Right.
This is a district of London. And then so I forget the exact numbers, but each like box, like each place you could stay for a night costs a different thing. Well, they had these things called like they had one where you just sit, right? You couldn't sleep though.
Yeah.
They'd smack you if you fell asleep.
Oh my
They
goodness.
had like a hanging line one where
I know where
where
you're
you can
talking
lean
about.
lean
Yeah.
over,
Mhm.
and then the most extravagant one was like they call them like coffins.
Mhm.
And so I like a guy from that part of town and a rich guy.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was
There
thinking.
you
I
go.
like that.
Yeah.
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 Or maybe I could be like once I could be like Jack the Ripper, and then I can cross dress one side and be once I could be a prostitute, one of Jack the Ripper's victims.
Abigail finally goes slutty.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Well, I don't think her name would be Abigail anymore because that whole thing was a nod to King Diamond.
Oh.
King Diamond's Abigail, the famous album from 1987.
I mean,
That makes me just
could
want to have
still
a
be-
haunt that's like 21 and up. Like
right.
That's
you
what I'm
could go
talking about,
way,
dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
go way out. Like stuff that people are like,
X-rated.
yeah,
Yep.
just so
not
you know.
not to be that guy. Like, there's yeah.
Yep.
I think there's a market for that kind of stuff.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the Springs, but
There's a market.
in Pueblo.
Yeah.
Wow.
We all know that X-rated market drives technology. Okay.
I mean, we could probably do it in Denver. To
Probably.
be completely fair.
Yeah.
I think it'd be. I think
No, we
would
should
go
do
over
it
well
right
up there.
behind Focus on the Family.
Oh,
Yes.
dang.
Let's
just to give
if
them
we
the
do
middle
this though,
finger.
if we build this 21 plus, let's not put it near a church this time.
Well, so not Focus on the Family, not across the street, Focus on the Family.
Maybe Goodwill.
Go. Let's put it in the ark. You know.
You know, as long as you make a donation, you get a free ticket.
Mhm.
There you go. We only take dirty socks and dirty underwear.
Well,
Right.
well, we operate during October. It gets cold around October, so you donate a coat, you get a 50% discount on your ticket.
There you go.
There you go.
I don't know.
But there's a lot of people want to come because I'm telling you,
There's
these
a lot of people with coats.
when we first did touch nights, and that's just touching your damn show. You just, because we were still new to it. I swear, like I felt like it was 5,000 people came through that night. It was a Thursday. And usually we follow these things on what? Like a Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
And when we first did one, it was like, I've never seen so many people in my life. And it was worse than any other time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, that's a lot of people. And they signed all this stuff to be touched, to be grabbed. And I'm telling you, half of those people walked out disappointed because they wanted to be
Physically beaten.
yes.
When I hear touch, I want to be thrown through something.
Right.
That's I don't know. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
When I hear full contact, I'm like, cool. Somebody's gonna tackle me into
spit
a
in your
wall.
face.
Somebody's gonna waterboard me. Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna shave my eyebrow off. Like I'm in. Let's fucking do this shit.
I've never, and then they even came in. They're like, you could touch me more than that, and I'm just like,
No, we
no, I
can't.
can't. But they're just so deep with it. Like I was like, you might as well just bring your ball and chain because I'm just this,
Might as well bring your ball gag.
right. 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, bump
You
that
know?
shit up. Let's get weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
50
about.
Shades of Grey
Pour blood on
times
people.
2.
We're going to start a film industry too. We're starting OnlyFans. OnlyFans. It's all horror themed. Well, comedians make money on it now. Just tell them stand up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Mhm.
Seriously. Chefs do too.
we could get a horror stand up.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not very funny though.
What did the zombie say to the ghost?
Boo. Stupid.
That was so funny, dude.
And then just have like the stoner zombie next to him, be like, "Whoa, bro, that's like funny." You know what he said? He said it to me last week. Oh God,
No.
that's my next character.
All right.
Stoner zombies.
I think that's a wrap. Yeah. All right. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for coming out with Mike. If you'd like, we'd have you on again sometime.
Yeah.
This is
Bullshit
a lot
about
of
some
fun,
other dumb
having
shit.
fun just talking. And, I know a lot of it is like question after question, some things. And that's just because they're actually doing something specific. But it was cool to kind of just.
Yeah. Well, it's not a lot in this day and age where people sit down and talk for like an hour without no cell phones or any distractions.
Right.
So
It's weird, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
it's weird.
It's almost like
I know.
All right. Thanks, guys.
But yeah,
Thank you.
Of course.